hello there, frozen folks. Welcome back to the frigid Chef Birdland Lab. So we here with another project, and this is a great one. This might be my new favorite squat globe lantern. This is a CT Ham built lantern for Simmons Liberty. There you go. There you go, Simmons Liberty. Yeah, so it's a jobber made by CT Ham. And it's very unusual, man. CT Ham, look at that. Look at the handle on there. Look at that. That's cool. And we got a brass top, we got a brass fount. So, that is our project for today. Now, all this looks like, it could be factory. I don't know, man. I don't know. If it's not factory, it's incredibly old. Maybe it was weeping. You'll get that with brass sometimes because you'll get cracks. You'll get stress cracks in brass. So maybe it was weeping along the edge here, and somebody thought, well, might as well just solder up the entire thing. They did a nice job. I mean, you can just tell that's just old. Somebody knew what they were doing, man, laying this down on here. So, yeah, I'm doubting that that's factory, but I'm freaking digging it. When we get this baby all polished up, that's going to look real nice, actually. I'm going to like that accent being there. It tells you a story, you know what I mean? So, this fount, now, apparently, I guess it's brass plate. It's very lightly magnetic. Not heavy magnetic like this up here, but and the bottom is not magnetic at all, and neither is the crown. So yeah, we'll see when we get to it what we're gonna find underneath this. That's not paint, man. That's very cool. All right, I can't wait to dig into this thing. I've been waiting. So here we go. Let's dig into this beautiful CT Ham squat globe, man. The only other CT Ham squat globe I've ever had was the Ham New Style, and that was gorgeous. There's a video of that if you want to go find it. And it was gorgeous, and it was so gorgeous that somebody says, I really, really, really want that. So I sold it to them. It's, I'm like, you know what, someday I'll find another. I'm not going to find another one like that, I'll tell you what. If you go look at the video, you'll see how good a shape it turned out. If I could remember, I'll put a link down below here. I probably won't remember, but all right, let's tear into this thing. I know we're not gonna tear into it, but we're gonna make it look awesome. With my helper here. What do you think, buddy? Huh? Yeah, he likes the warm tubes that are in the old radio here. All right, let's get to work. All right, so. Let's see what the range is here. Okay, we got full range of motion. All right. Good ham radio going here in the back. Just some guys yapping. Sounds like they're going to be yapping until their wives call them for dinner. And I got a splinter of a metal. All right, so cap comes right off. Awesome. That is brass as well. That would have been great, man. If this was a ham, or it wouldn't be a ham globe, would it? It would be a Simmons Liberty globe. We'll see what I want to put back in here. I mean, I wonder if I got a flashed red one. And we'll probably just put this baby back in there. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. We'll wash that up. Oh my God, I can't believe it. This burns. So far, this is great news. Looks like this was way too short to even, you'd have to fill this thing pretty full of kerosene to get that wick to work. Because that's why it looks like it's been burnt dry. You can just tell. All right. Interesting, because this looks like a Dietz burner. With the wings, look at that. It's got the wing locks on it. Or, yeah. Interesting. I was taking this off, not even thinking about that. Looks very Dietz-like.
That storm there, Brian, because I thought, you know, in the beginning when they were starting to talk about it, I thought we were going to get hammered again.
All right, that'll clean up great. I want to compare that to a Dietz one, just while we got it here, just to see.
So that's been keeping me busy, just, you know, trying to stay with the, you know, bring
Look at that.
enough wood to keep the place going here, and take care of the wood stove, and just drinking coffee and watching TV.
That's Dietz, man. No, that doesn't have the wing locks on it, but like that. Yeah. Except for that wheel. Interesting. Yeah. Look at that. At least I know we got a backup if we need it. No, there's something wrong with this. This all chewed up. Okay. Well, I think we're just going to clean up just fine. I'm pretty sure. Nothing wrong with that. More evidence of burning it dry. Yeah, that carbon and crap. All right. We'll find something else. Another wick to put in there. Right. Now, let's see what the font looks like. Brass, tell you that, and it looks freaking great. Great. Man, that's what you get from brass, man. I want to be careful there. Because if, you know, this brass gets old, it gets all freaky, especially from heat, and you'll get lots of cracks in it real quick. All right, boy, this is not going to need a whole lot of crazy work. I'm still going to take it to over the bench grinder. That kind of teeters a little bit, but that won't come off. That won't come off. All right, I think we're just going to go straight over to the. Let's see if there's any way to get this globe plate out without messing with things. No, it's all right. I'm not going to bend it to get it out. I'll work around that. That can stay right in there. You can see the tigering in the tin here. Love that. Man, only blemish, these little dents here. Just want to sample a little bit. See what's going on. Oh yeah, this is gonna look nice. And we got to make sure we don't over polish, because I'm pretty sure that is a brass plate, not solid brass. Unless there is this solid brass outer shell. Let's see. There's an inner that is steel, which is very possible. It's kind of like what it looks like there. Could be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So you can see those fibers on there. You see where the line is? See where those little fibers are moving? Let's see if you can see that. See these little fibers that are dragging around there? So that's showing me a line of metal tank. Okay, so this is a steel-lined tank inside, apparently. So that's not magnetic up there, and it is down here. And I can see by these little hairs floating around. Look at that. Okay, interesting. Just learned something. Very cool. Simmons Liberty, man. They, you know, Simmons Liberty was a massive hardware company. They really had lantern makers go all out to make them something really unique. so it doesn't look like just, you know, some lantern maker's regular model with other words on it. They really do special things. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to go to the bench grinder for the upper part here and here. Maybe a little bit on that globe. Oh, look at that little thing. Look at that cool little thing. Never seen that before. I bet you there was one over here and it's gone. Look at that. Cool. I've never seen that. All right. I just realized I'm still zoomed in.
Yeah, that was the only piece I didn't have.
All right. So I'm going to go over to the bench grinder. This is fun, man. I'm loving this.
6 meter.
Very cool. All right. To the bench grinder with this.
It was a transorter.
And then,
Up into the transmitter.
okay.
Transmit I guess a 10 meter. I think it's a 10 meter.
I haven't even started, and I'm getting metal slivers in me like crazy here. Okay. I'm going to hit the bench grinder here, clean this up, and then we'll be back here to continue it. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we are back, and it doesn't look a whole lot different, but yeah. So I didn't do down here. I was going to go over to the buffing wheel, but I thought we'd get all this done first before doing any kind of polishing, if I decide to do the polishing. So we'll see. But now we're going to get at the remnants. Boy, I'm really freaking digging that, man. I want like a bunch of those to add to other lanterns. It's pretty cool. These are a little bent. That's probably why the other one's gone. Something got hit. We'll see what we want to do that. Do we want to just kind of leave it? That one moves a little bit. Okay, we'll get it to even up, I think. I did I did polish that up a little bit because I just felt like it. So that's all polished up. So I was going to go for a junk pit, but I got this fresh wheel on here, and might as well start with this. Why not? It's on there. Okay, let's get at it with this. All right, you know what? I'm going to go in order and go junk bit first because it makes more sense. To me, anyway. And this is a fresh junk bit, too. This is only 1 lantern old. I'm excited about this, man. This is a keeper already. I mean, I already knew. When I first found it, I knew this is going to be a keeper for sure. Well, I mean, everything has a price, but I want to keep this in the collection. I definitely do. I love squat globes, lanterns. Okay, I love all lanterns, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get at it with a fresh junk bit. things are looking really cool here, man. Taking a few more tools just because there's some pesky stuff here and some pesky angles. Some CT ham angles to get at here. And then we're going to see what we want to do with this sound. So, we got a pointy bit. That's pretty much a brand new pointy bit. It's only been used on one lantern, but it's already pointed. Okay, so let's get in the little crevices and then on to the next. Now, things are looking very interesting here. All right, so pointy bit, I think we've done some action with that. I just put some 3-in-1 oil up inside here. This thing was whistling. I have a feeling that the flex core that's inside here is reaching its limit, man. It's done many lanterns, I'll tell you what. We'll see if it whistles now with a little lubrication down in the shaft. All right, so 800 grit. We're gonna work on this baby, and then we're gonna think about what we're gonna do down here. All right, 800 grit right here. All right, so I just noticed, so this thing was creaking a little bit, and I realized that it's soldered there, and those solders are broke. Well, maybe I can fix that up. Yeah, we'll put some heat on that. Maybe throw a little solder on it, and reinforce that. Let me see here. And a clean little acetone. All right. So it's already got solder on it, so we don't really need some flux, but I'll put it out here just in case. Yeah, okay. So, oh man, I hate that acetone cloudiness there. All right, do we look straight? Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's heat her up and throw a little dollop. I'm going to double up on my glasses because it's real small tack we need on there. No, I got a tack on that side, but not here. There we go. Ain't going nowhere. Excellent. Oh yeah, we're solid. Okay. Now, because that was a little rosin core solder. A little. Oh man, I'm gonna have to wipe this down with acetone because acetone leaves a real gross film on here. So rather than use a brush, I'll use some cloth because we'll be oiling up here soon. We don't want that cloudiness to be trapped underneath that treatment. All right, there we go. Well, we are solid and reconnected there. Now, so what I think, so I've made a decision, I think, preliminary decision on the fountain. I think we're gonna just do steel wool on it, because we could always go farther. But you can't go past and then go back, unless of course you want to hang it in the barn for 100 years, and you'll have that patina back. So something just doesn't look right there. It's been bothering me while I've been working on this thing. There's something. Okay, so let's do that. Let's use some steel wool. I'm going to use this. We'll do the bottom. Bottom doesn't need to, look like anything. We're just cleaning her up. Yeah. Liking that. Liking that over the polish. Perfect. All that brass patina still there. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we're going to oil it up now, man. This is awesome. So, yeah. So this little lip right here keeps catching on the wing lock there for the burner cone.
Fairly complex to make
It's annoying. I keep thinking I was something broken, but it was that catching on there. All right, so yeah, let's oil her up, man. That's so nice.
get a breath of fresh air and stretch my legs and run home the tire. So, AP3 HZ K4KYZ.
All right. Little linseed oil. We're not going to need it on the fountain. So we're going to put it on everything else but the brass. If it gets on the brass, that's fine. I'm going to wipe it all off anyway, but I'm not going to deliberately... Yeah, that's what we want. We want that to stay there. I don't want to force it, though. Well, we'll address it when we get it put together. We'll see just how drastic that bend is. I mean, yeah, it is severe, but what's it look like with a globe in it? Maybe the globe holds them out better. Yeah, so we'll look at it when we get it assembled. Okay, so now linseed oil we're gonna plop on all the steel. We're gonna have more. Oh yeah, look at that, more polka dots. And like, what fun is a Dalmatian without its spots, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Darken everything up beautifully. Well, look at that. Yeah, what do you want for Walmart, kids brushes, right? Well, I got more. Whoops. Well, man, oh man, this thing is freaking beautiful, man. Freaking love it. Love all this patina everywhere. There's just patina everywhere. I was underneath that crap. Now it's out from underneath that crap. I'm just trying to make all the sheen match. Make sure that every surface is protected. tiny corners where the brush tends to leave little deposits if you don't get them out. Gotta get them out. And that's why you see me. So you see me like looking like I'm doing something like this. So I get my little stick here, and I'll put it in here and kind of hold it like this. And that's where I get the oil that's in the creases and stuff. Rather than like using Q-tips and stuff. That's just silly. Okay. Now, let's assemble. So I went out, I was out searching for stuff yesterday, and I found a very cool, I'll show it to you. I have a Perfection heater, which I'm heating this room with right now, and I found a old new stock Perfection wick, put in it. And while I was at that store, that antique store, looking for wicks, the guy's like, hey, well, what about, there was a Ziploc bag full of used wicks. And I'm like, perfect, because I love my used wicks. So a good portion of these were in just a Ziploc bag full, and he threw it in with the Perfection. So now we have some nice fresh wicks. I'll throw a nice fresh one in here. A fresh vintage one, of course. Yeah. Oh, all right, we didn't wipe this down. So I love that I went into a store where I knew he has, he's got lots of burners and wicks and stuff like that. And so I found a new old stock wick for my heater and a Ziploc bag full of used wicks. It's perfect for me because I don't like the new ones at all. I got a box of new ones down here and I haven't opened it in a year. The only time I've used them really is for unusual sizes, like for some of the German stuff. Okay. Look at that. Nice. Oh, should we fire this up tonight? What do you think? Oh, here's our cap. Kind of hindsight, should have left that a little dull, but it's okay. Oh no, that looks fine on there. Because it's still got some in the crease, some crap. All right, look at that. We're done. All right, first of all, let me make sure everything fully assembles, and then maybe we'll throw some kerosene in it. Fire it up. Click. There we go. Globe's all clean. Come on. Oh, that's close. Come on now. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Something funky with that globe guard, but something funky there. Not lined up quite right. There we go. I want to look at that and see why that's happening. Okay, well, just a little bendy. Where did it bend that we're having this? That's where we want it, right there. Okay, so that's much better. Okay, well, this globe guard's all funky. Needs this other thingy here to kind of hold stuff together in the right spot. Alright, so, now that I got my hands all oily, so I can grab the glass. There we go. Alright. We are golden. Look at that. Man, oh man, that's a pretty thing, man. It's my new favorite squat globe. Very nice. And then just completely covered that. You can't have fingerprints all over, man, when you're all done. You can't be doing that. I did wash my hands when I washed the globe. Nice. All right. Here we are, folks. Yeah. All right, we're on there. It's close. It wants to go down just a little more there, but I am loving it. All right, let's come on down here. Take a look. Yeah, look at this. This is very cool. All right. Well, folks, this was fun. I couldn't wait to dig into this, and I'm really happy with it. This will be a showcase of my squats. Yep, even the Air Pilot, even the Embraer Air Pilot, which was my favorite squat until this beauty right here. All right, folks, thank you so much for stopping by the lab here for this very interesting Simmons Liberty ham made right in Rochester, right here in Rochester. And I am loving it, man. I'm loving it. It's like no other ham I've ever seen. And folks, that's got to do it. Oh, Jesus, we're going to light it up. Hold on a minute. Golly gee, hold on. All right. Why not? You know what I mean? Since I know I'd stay in here, I can gas it up and not worry about, you know, there being fuel in it when I ship it. Make sure that this beautiful solder job has been done correctly and there's no splits. Here we go. Let's see how much did I put in there? All right, we are good, and I see I'm watching the wicking as we speak. I can see the kerosene traveling up. All right, we're gonna give this a few minutes. Any bloppers? Let's see. Get this out of here. Right. Oh, we'll let this sit for a minute so we can check for leaks. Okay, so I'm going to go move my heater to the kitchen so I can make my dinner because it's freaking freezing out. It's in the single digits. And that makes my kitchen and my house in the low 40s or low 50s, upper 40s. It's pretty ridiculous. But 175-year-old house, what do you want, right? Okay. All right. So let's do some wicking, and then we'll come back. We're going to light this sucker. All right. Let's see. Okay, we have proper wickage. All right. So we are going to light this puppy. So let's cut down some lights. You just got Supervisor Baby there. He will light my way so I can find the matches. There we go. Now, come on now. There we go. Yeah, look at that vintage wick throwing some light. Look at that. Well, there we have it. You know what? Let's put Supervisor Baby to sleep here. Oh yeah, he's almost empty anyway. All right. Very cool. There we go. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah. Okay, good. The airflow was a little inhibited by that not going down all the way. There we got beautiful flame there. Okay, folks. Well, it works. We knew it was going to work, didn't we? All right, folks. That is going to do it. It is all lit, and it is a beauty. And I'm gonna burn this while I make my dinner. And I just realized what it is I'm gonna make. So that's gonna do it for me, folks. And this is for real this time. Don't you go change it.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.